Con. All right, Shalom Israel, Shalom Yeshua. Brother at Charles, one goodbye. Y'all come back at you precepts. And yet, another code, God, giving the course all and glory to Yahweh. Pasha Mashak, I'm like Yahushai. Right, giving a mighty Kapakabayim, Lazaquayim, Bayata Dawad. Right, the one to the elders of the house of David. Right, laboring and doing in his truth, patiently waiting for the second of our Lord Mashak. I'm like Yahushai. Of course, giving a mighty strong salute. Right, why Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, broke a thumb to all the mighty Akim highways and byways, laboring, pushing his truth to the four corners of the earth in sincerity and pure heart, making our body a living sacrifice, magnifying the name of the Lord, as well as all of the mighty men, right, building themselves up, taking notes, right, to build themselves up to go on the highways and byways, Shalom. Right, of course, giving a hearty Shalom, right, why Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Shematham, right, to all the mighty Akwath, right, the mighty sisters in his truth, right, married, unmarried, reverencing their husbands, raising up the children decently in order and training up a child in the way that they should go, right, that they may not depart when they get older, right, also laboring through that many offices, right, in his truth, right, as well, right, cooking, right, cleaning, sewing, submissive, right, giving charity, alms giving, right, magnifying the name of the Lord, right, through working with thine hands, right, in righteousness, right, to all, right, the sisters, right, I want to bid you all Shalom, right, also, right, giving, right, a strong, hearty Shalom, right, why Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Brock washing my thumb to all the mighty Banyu, right, the mighty children, and his truth, right, honoring thy mother and thy father, right, being steadfast, diligent on the Lord, keeping the law, statutes, commandments, right, to all Israel, bid you mighty Shalom, right, going through the Spirit, right, right, we're going to touch on the water, man, right, touch on these living waters, man, right, because the Lord said what? He said out of his belly issues what? Living waters, man, right, and you got only two, right, really, you got so-called two options in this thing, man, right, you gonna either drown, man, right, or you gonna swim, man, right, like when they tell you, right, you go to the so-called pool, right, you go to the beach, you go to the ocean, man, right, hey, man, it's only two things, man, right, it's only going to be so-called, you're going down, get in there, get your freestyle on, breaststroke, butterfly, backstroke, man, right, or you're going to get carried away, man, right, right, drown in this thing, man, right, right, so I'm kick it off with this, right, right, this is the book of St. John, right, chapter 6, and I'm going to start that verse, right, number 35, right, and it reads, it says, and Yahushua said, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst, man. All right, so Yahushua, he is that bread of life, man. Right, Yahushua is the hidden manna, man. Right, that's where we get our understanding from, right, through wisdom, man. Right, through the increase of knowledge, man. Right, and he's also, right, that living water, man. Right, because what? Right, the Lord, right, he comes in what? As it says, right, in the book of Revelation, right, behold, I come and knock, man. Right, the Lord comes, man, he knocks, right, he comes and waters you, right, with the dew, right, with the wisdom, man, right, give you the understanding, man, right, and also, right, give you, right, undefiled water, man, right, let's go to St. John, right, chapter 4, and verse, right, number 10, right, and it reads, it says, Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knowest the gift of the Most High, and who it is that said to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldest have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water. Right? The woman said unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. And whence then hast thou that living water? Art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well, and drank thereof, himself and his children and his cattle? And Yahushua answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. Right? Right? So Yahushua, he is that everlasting water, man. Right? Because the Lord is the for lack of better words, right? He is the pathway, man, right, to receiving, right, everlasting life, man. Right? Because men need so-called water to drink on a physical level. Right? Isn't our so-called bodies, right, so-called made up of so-called 70%, right, of water, right, according to this man, so-called science, man, right, and makeup. Right, your body's, man, is made up of 70% water, man. Right, you sweat, you dehydrate. Right, your body, naturally, right, expels water, right, out of itself, man. Your organs need and use water, right, daily, man. Right, to function, man. All right, so if you don't have any water, man, right, you're not going to function. Right, you're going to unearth, right, as men say these days, man. Right, so you need water, right, on a physical level, man. Right, and you're going to thirst again, man. Right, but the water, right, which the Lord comes with, man, right, that cleanse you, man. Right, to satisfy you, man. Right, that way, man, you never thirst again, man. Hey, this water that the Lord gives you, man, is much more, right, profitable. All right, let's go to the book of Ezekiel. Right, Ezekiel. Right, chapter 47. Right, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. Right, and it reads, Afterward, he brought me again unto the door of the house, and behold, waters issued out from under the threshold of the house eastward, for the forefront of the house stood toward the east, and the waters came down from under the right side of the house and the south side of the altar, man. Right, so when you come in to this thing, man, right, when you get washed, right, you get cleaned, right, the Lord washes your hands and feet, right, with the brazen laver, man, right, you get purified, anointed, man, right, coming in this thing, man, right, coming before the doors, right, coming before to serve the Lord. Hey, these waters, man, hey, they begin to issue out, right, doctrines, understanding, right, wisdom, man. Right, verse 2, it says, Then brought he me out of the way of the north of the gate northward, and led me about the way without unto the utter gate, by the way that looketh eastward, and behold, there ran out waters on the right side. And when the man that had the line in his hand went forth eastward, he measured 1,000 cubits, and he brought me through the waters, and the waters were to the ankles, man. Right? Hey, man, so, hey, when you coming into this thing, man, right, boom, right, you watching videos, right, getting the understanding, man, right, the understanding, right? Kind of just, getting your big toe, right? And, and your pinky toe, just stepped in this thing, man. Right, boom. Now it's at the ankles, man. Right, hey, and Jake, man. At the pool party, man. Hey, Jake is cool, man. Right, he got slides on. Got his water shoes on. Right, it's at the ankles. Got a dang t-shirt on, man. Right, it's at the ankles, man. Right, it's cool. Right, hey, but what? Verse 4. Again, he measured 1,000 and brought me through the waters. The waters were to the knees, man. Right, hey, now, you kind of, in this thing, man. Right, boom, you kind of watch it, watching videos, right, kind of, moving, man, right, taking notes, right, may have, various, camps, right, increase, right, books, we start getting into books, right, or getting into, right, the etymology, right, getting into the blue letter, man, right, and it says, again, he measured 1,000 and brought me through. It says the waters were to the loins, man. Right now, hold on now. Right, first the waters were at the ankles, right, and then they got to the knees. Right now they're at the loins, man. Now when it's so-called getting into the loins, man. A lot of people, they kind of go back, kind of stay right there, don't go too much further, man. Right, why, man? You may get overthrown, man. Right, you may lose confidence, right, and that's how you see a lot of men kind of come in this thing, right. Then they quickly fall out, for lack of better words, man. Right, kind of came in this thing, right, boom, got to the knees, got to the loins, man, right, and then you lost faith, man, right, or it's too much, right, you can't swim, man, right, you then get the fundamentals, right, the basics, right, of how to, man, right, which is the milk, right, which the milk is going to build you up, man, right, the milk, right, and a solid foundation, right, was going to help you prevail in the waters, man. Right, of course, with the faith and spirit, right, of Yahbashim Yahushua. Right now, verse number 5, it says, afterward he measured 1,000, and it was a river that I could not pass over, for the waters were risen, water to swim in, a river that could not be passed over. Right, come on, man. Right, so the waters, right, which increase, right, the multitude, right, the wisdom, right, the knowledge, the understanding, man, right, you got to be able to swim in this thing, man, right, even, right, to bring forth the increase, right, to even bring in, right, more sheep, right. Let's go to the book of Psalms. Right, Psalms, right, verse number 40, chapter 42, right, Psalms 42, right, and verse 7. It says, deep calleth unto deep at the noise of thy waterspouts. It says, all thy waves and thy billows, right, are gone over me, man. Right. Hey, man, the waters, man, the knowledge, right, the increase, the understanding, man, right, of the Lord, man. David said that thy waves and thy billows, man, are gone over me, man. Right, the wisdom, right, the power, right, the omnipotence, man, right, the knowledge, man, right, that the Most High, man, right, has, right, is uncomprehendable, man. Right, yet the increase, right, yet the portion, right, that the Lord does give us, man, right, we are also to be content with, man, right, and to trust them, man, right, and to continue, right, to build, right, continue, right, to stay upon, right, that sound foundation, right. Let me get Proverbs, right, Proverbs, right, get Proverbs, right, chapter 18 and verse number 4, right, actually, Shalakia, I'm sorry, at verse 1, it says, through desire a man, having separated himself, seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom, man. Right? And you can't seek, right, and meddle, man, right, with all different so-called doctrines, right, coming with the so-called quasi knowledge, right, so-called trying to be the so-called top man of, right, the so-called wisdom of this world, man. Right, which the Lord said, which is nothing, right, in the book of 1 Corinthians, right, the first chapter, right, 22 on down, right, Slocky, right, being intermeddled, right, with dang madness and folly, man, right, having the deepest, right, breakdown of folly, right, and madness. Right, it says, verse 2, a fool had no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. When the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt, and with ignominy reproach. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters. Right, so a man of understanding, right, a man, right, who's coming with the words of life, man, right, who's coming with the living waters, man, right, coming with the understanding, right, of, right, our Lord, man, our King, right, our Savior, right, having the precepts, right, the understanding, right, the knowledge, man. It says the words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook, man. Right, having that so-called spring, man, right, Slakia, for having, right, those words, man, right, of righteousness, right, wisdom, right, teaching the laws, the commandments, right, going into the prophets, right, breaking down the prophecies, right, giving actual healing, man, right, as the Lord said in Ezekiel, right, the 37th chapter, man, right, you're bringing nourishment, you're bringing life, right, to these dry bones, man, right, through, right, a man's words, man, right. That's why I'm gonna read that again. That's why the Lord said the words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, man, right, because paralleling, right, Song of Solomon, right, the third chapter, man, right, you have Jake, Eve, hey, they go to and fro, man, right, seeking whom, right, their soul loveth, man, right, that's a thirsty spirit, man, crying out, right, hey, and those words, man, right, those deep waters, man, right, that spirit attracts, right, those thirsty souls to you, man, right, those spirits that's thirsting and crying out, right, for knowledge and understanding, man, right, that's looking and searching for truth, man, right, it's been multiple accounts, right, of brothers and sisters, right, that have came to camp and said that this is exactly what I was trying to find, man, right, or who I was looking for, man, right, boom, kind of ran into it, man, kind of heard it, right, kind of heard the oceans are crying, man, right, kind of heard the rivers running, man, right, paralleling or symbolically, right, going into, right, the word of life being issued out, all right, it reads, in the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook, man. Right? You got that, the understanding, right? The solid foundation, man. Right? And you answering, right? Questions, man. Right? Giving counsel, exhortation, right? Continuing, right? To feed, right? Right? The sheep, the flock, right? On the highways and byways, right? The Lord said, those well springs of wisdom, man, are as a flowing brook, man. Right? Like when Adam was charged, right? In the garden, man. Right? Like Ezekiel, right? 31st chapter, man. Right? Matter of fact, let's get that real fast. Right? Shalaki. Ezekiel. Right? Chapter 31 and verse 2. And it reads, Son of man, speak unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and to his multitude. Whom art thou like in thy greatness? Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon, with fair branches, and with a shadowing shroud, and of an high stature, and his top was among the thick boughs. The waters made him great. The deep set him up on high with her rivers running around his plants, and sent out her little rivers unto all the trees of the field, man. Right? Right. So Pharaoh, right, he's been used as a similitude, right, to being a cedar, right? A cedar in Lebanon. Right, tall, right, high statured, right, the chiefest, right, the strongest, right, it overshadows all, right, and what it said, the waters, right, made them great, right, their decrees, right, their policies, right, their declarations, right, it says the deep set him on high with her rivers running around his plants, and sent out her little rivers unto all of the trees, man. Right, those rivers, right, be the so-called policies, right, the so-called laws, right, that governs, right, their so-called understanding, right, being issued out, right, from these different nations. All right, let's go to Ezekiel, right, 32. Right. But the Lord, right, he's casting down, right, these imaginations in these last days, man. All right. This is Ezekiel chapter 32, right, and verse 13. It says, I will destroy also all the beasts thereof from beside the great waters. Neither shall the foot of man trouble them any more, nor the hoofs of beasts trouble them. Then will I make their waters deep, and cause their rivers to run like oil, saith the Lord. Slakia, saith the Lord Yahweh, man. Right? Hey, and in these last days, man, the Lord, he's gonna cut down, right, the so-called wisdom of these people, man. Right, and you're even seeing it now, man. Right, these nations are going into so-called disarray. Right, Babylon, right, is the bottom in education, man. Right, it's a lot more death, uproars, man. Right, destruction. Right, the so-called dollar, right, is plummeting, not falling, but man, death dropping, man. Right, man. Right, the Lord, man, is causing, right, one fold, right, for these waters, right, to be ceased, right, to be dried up, man. Right, and also, right, the truth, man, right, is being magnified, right, at a all-time high, man. Right, the truth, man, right, the real living waters, man, right, is running deep, man, right, and flowing, right, all throughout the four corners of the earth, man, right, and in these last days, man, right, either, right, you're gonna swim in these waters, man, right, or drown, man, right, get carried away, right, by silly imaginations, man, right, strangled and choked, right, by strange doctrines, man, right, bugging out, man, right, or saying, hey, man, right, that the waters, man, are too deep, man, right, and leaving, right, and turning, right, your back thereof, man, right, so it's only two choices in these last days, man, right, and either, right, put your boldness, right, put your faith, your spirit in the Lord of Yahweh Yahushua, man, right, or, man, right, hey, you want to drown in those living waters, man, right, be cast away, man, right, so with that, right, brother Tazawan, right, goodbye, Allah, coming back at you with these precepts, and yet another cold cut, giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Mashiach, Wamalak Yahushua, Tazah Doctor the Righteous, right, hope this lesson was very edifying, and until the next time, I'm going to say Shalom, right, Israel, keep enduring, right, keep staying steadfast, man, right, keep trusting and putting your faith, right, in spirit and the Lord, man, right, and endure until the end, right, so with that, right, again, brother Gabar Olive, right, giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashum Mashak, Wamlak Yahushai, Kwam Yashai, Shalom, all praise to the Most High.